history.
Absolute outstanding level set by Celtic Football Club now. That's what, 8 treble, a world record. Although this wasn't go down as one of those games that I look back on and I've seen of that remember it, but we'll remember it for what it was, for what we achieved. The game wasn't a classic, neither was the game we beat Airdrie away back in 1995. But we will celebrate because we are champions. We've won this cup, the Scottish Cup, the most times. We've won the most trophies, and we'll celebrate as we will do, as the fans are now in party mode. We'll go back to paradise and have a right good party and enjoy ourselves, and they deserve it. They have been absolutely phenomenal throughout the course of the years to set these kind of standards.
Well, Kyogo with the opener, Abada with the second goal, and Jota with the third goal in added time, and Celtic, the treble winners. In 1967 they beat Aberdeen in the Scottish Cup, 69 it was Rangers, 2001 Hibs, 2017 Aberdeen, 2018 Motherwell, 2019 and 20 it was Hearts, and today in 2023 it's Inverness Cali Thistle who have come up short against Celtic. A remarkable run of success Celtic have enjoyed over these last few years, an incredible success, and once again, well, we won the league and the League Cup last season. This season we have the clean sweep. Well, every Celtic team that's played at Hampden this season has lifted the trophy, and this afternoon Inverness Cali Thistle certainly made it difficult for Celtic. A brief moment of a ripple of slight concern when they scored that late goal, but Celtic then just go up the park and restore that 2-goal lead.
Well, you say it's a ball, it's all about standards that this club have set. We set the standards on the pitch, we set them off the pitch, and it's why we set a world record of trebles, is because of the standards of the players. Whatever manager we have in here have got them playing to the best of their abilities, because that is absolutely phenomenal, where we are and what we have been doing on the football field, and it just seems to be a continuation of how well we are run as a football club, and with the best support here getting behind us. There was a little bit of a nervy moment, obviously because of the scoreline. It didn't look never that Inverness were going to throw everything, the kitchen sink at us towards the end. We certainly were in control, and obviously we proved that by going and getting the third from Jota. That sealed it, and that put us into party mode, and you heard it from the fans. So we can wax lyrical all day about our set of players, our set of fans and our team. We are just the best here at Scotland at the moment, and we want to continue to be that.
Well, Callum McGregor played a captain's role this afternoon. He set up the second goal, he was at the heart of the midfield. Another fine season for the Celtic captain, and he really has fitted seamlessly into that new role since last season, and he, like many other Celtic captains, is just making a habit of coming to Hampden, leading the team to cup glory. Celtic with their 41st Scottish Cup win, but more importantly their 8th domestic treble. No other team in football has ever done that. A remarkable achievement, and it just shows, given the fact that we've won 5 of these since 2017, just the standards that this Celtic team and consecutive Celtic teams have set are meeting and surpassing.
Yeah, and I said beforehand that we thought we'd win here today, and we did, because of the quality of the teams, the difference between the teams, and it was no slight on Inverness, who did absolutely the best of their abilities today and got a goal and they got the consolation. But in terms of the quality that was available to the teams, you've seen that in the goals, certainly the first 2 goals that were available to us. But then we just kicked on, and there didn't seem to be any other outcome. Once the first goal was scored, I don't think there was ever going to be an upset. We got the second to secure that. Inverness came back into it, but we sealed it off in a manner that we have done in so many games, as that adage of what our manager Ange Postecoglou brought to the football club of "you never stop," and you see that again, once again, going for the jugular at the end, trying to just round it off, get that extra goal to make it that little bit sweeter, that little bit better, and so we could have a right good party, and the players duly obliged, and you can never praise these players highly enough for what they have achieved and the standard. And did you see it at the core of that a guy who's picked up 5 trebles, Callum McGregor. What a captain he is for us in terms of leading by example, and an example to set for others of what this club means to everybody. I've been part of that myself, and I've been fortunate enough to be part of that myself, and it goes above and beyond just playing on a football field and all this kind of stuff that we do, and Callum can embrace that. He will embrace that, you know, we're blessed to have somebody of his ability and his intelligence to be our captain.
Well, interestingly, the trophy presentation, we normally see it in the main stand at Hampden, but it's going to be on the pitch, the medal ceremony, and of course the trophy lift for Callum McGregor this afternoon. Inverness Cali Thistle certainly made a fist of it this afternoon. They certainly did as well, and probably better than many people expected, but as every team in Scotland has found out this season, you just cannot compete with the best, and Celtic are the best. Their squad, it's been a long, hard season that began competitively in July the 31st. It finishes on June the 2nd, and all the trophies are back where they belong, in paradise.
That sounds so sweet, that, Paul, doesn't it? To know that there will be a treble. In fact, there'll be more because of the, you know, the Scottish Cup that the ladies won, the youth team trophies as well. We certainly will need to make a bigger trophy room with the team's success at the moment, and as Inverness go up to lift their runners-up medals today, a big round of applause from the Celtic support for their efforts. Certainly around us are trying to give them their due, because they certainly made a game of it today. They were very, very difficult to break down, both by Inverness's ability to close us down, but I think also by our quality that wasn't like there consistently today, but we showed our quality in periods, and eventually we won through.
So the Inverness players just getting their runners-up medals. Applause from the Celtic fans, applause from the Celtic players as well. It was a tough game, it was tougher than many people expected, anticipated, but in the end it's Celtic's quality that shone out. Kyogo, Abada and Jota with the goals.
Certainly the fans doing their best to sway the manager by giving them a chorus of Ange Postecoglou. If we can hope that will certainly influence him. But we know he's certainly a man of his word. He's a man of his word who came here, said last year that we will build bigger, better and stronger. And look at the efforts of the team on the back of that. Obviously winning a treble, and
the Inverness,
that's what they say in the tin.
The Inverness players applauded, the match officials not applauded, and we wouldn't have it any other way, I suppose.
Well, I've been a critic of them in many a game. There was a couple of things. You sure about that? You know, but today there wasn't much they could have done. Maybe a couple of free kicks, a couple of other things that could have changed it and swayed it. So I think it probably was one of the easiest games to referee today. But they still got it wrong on occasion, Paul. We wouldn't let it go without giving them too much praise.
Here come the Celtic players. Joe Hart will be first up, so all the Celtic players will get their medals and take their place in the podium before Callum McGregor comes on to get the trophy as well. So another medal, another winner's medal for Joe Hart. Greg Taylor, probably for me, the Celtic man of the match this afternoon. He was absolutely outstanding.
Alistair Johnson's been here, what, 6 months? He's had a trophy every 2 months. That's not a bad record to have, isn't it?
Bad reckoning. But my reckoning, I think only Willie Wallace probably bettered that in the few months he was at Celtic.
Very
the
good
first
point.
Year, given the fact he won the European Cup as well. But
very good point.
Alistair Johnson, he's certainly loving life at Celtic, and the Celtic manager just getting his medal as well now before Callum McGregor gets his medal. Some of the unstripped players will go up as well to join in the celebrations, and Callum McGregor will get his hand in that famous old trophy, one of the oldest trophies, competitive trophies in world football. Celtic, the most successful team in this tournament, 41 wins now, and Callum McGregor stands on the podium. He stands on the verge of history. Celtic, the Scottish Cup holders. Celtic, the world record holders. 8 trebles. Celtic, we know our history. We make history. 1967, 1969, 2001, 2017, 18, 19, 20 and 2023. Celtic are the treble holders, the world record holders, the finest team in Scotland. And Hampden in the sun celebrates. The Celtic fans in fine voice there enjoying a great day, and it's so good to see so much of Hampden in green and white.
Yeah, I just wanted a moment there for to see and listen and take in what you just said there, Paul. And, you know, and rhyming that off, that history as we made, and these players as our players, and it was quoted as saying, I think the manager was saying about going out and making your own history, and they are doing that with aplomb. They won with 8th treble is absolute outstanding. Their 5th treble in so much shorter time. That will never be beaten. I would never think that MD would do. But I hope that somebody will come close to doing what Callum McGregor's doing. But Callum is not finished yet. He's still here, he's our captain, he's got plenty of years, plenty of lives in him. And hopefully he will go on and make more trebles and be part of our successful team, which is without doubt the best team in Scotland at the moment, and the most successful team in Scotland.
Well, Callum McGregor, a fine Celtic player, a fine Celtic captain, and well, Celtic have won more trebles than any other team in football. Callum McGregor has won more trebles than any other player in football, with 5 trebles, as Ange Postecoglou lifts the trophy and gets the cheers from the Celtic fans. I'm sure every single one of them will be offering up a prayer, decade of the rosary and whatever else might help. But Celtic, and it's great to hear the Celtic song echoing round Celtic Park, round Hampden. We so often greets the Celtic team when they come out on the pitch at Celtic Park, but this afternoon it will be Celtic tunes, and it means the Celtic players, of course, can get to do a virtually a whole lap of honour, because 3/4 of the stadium is green and white. Well, I remember, Tom, you and I are slightly older than many of the people here. 1972 was my first Scottish Cup here. Celtic won 6-1. It was a sea of green and white that day when we beat Hibs. We've all enjoyed great Scottish Cup moments. You've enjoyed them here with Motherwell, and of course here with Celtic and the treble as well. And it means everything to us.
Without doubt. I remember as people say, what did it feel like to win the Scottish Cup? We won it with Motherwell, and we played in a very exciting game. It was a 4-3 extra time victory against Dundee United, and we celebrated that night. I was to say a provincial club at Motherwell winning it, but I also played in the 95 Cup final, and it wasn't the best, but we celebrated as though it was. It was a changing moment for us for that season under Tommy. It gave us success. We went back to Celtic Park and were so close to winning the title when we went back to Celtic Park. It gave us a lift. And so this, again, is a fitting way for this team to end the season by winning a treble. In terms of what they have given, they've won the games that have mattered, Paul. They've won the most important games in cup finals.
And it wouldn't be a celebration without Kyogo leading it at one point. 34 goals for the season. What a season he's had, and he loves those post-match celebrations.
I do not think Kyogo is injured. I think he just comes off for a wee rest, so he's prepared for the after-game party. As he sets, as you say, he'll probably get right down it. We've seen Alistair Johnson with crutches, we've seen Kyogo and Slings coming in with to join in the celebration, but it shows a unity that we have, and I think that's been key as well. How managers can get that unity by keeping players who are not playing regular, keeping them happy, and I think you can see the joy in every single one of their faces there. They're part of that history. They're part of hopefully making more history for Celtic come next season, and we certainly hope it's under Ange.
Well, the Celtic players making their way round Hampden, the Celtic fans, well, the celebrations. It is just after 7:30 here in Glasgow, and the celebrations will go on long into the night and beyond, and every trophy and every treble has to be celebrated on its own merits.
I know they've got to go around everybody. I want them to speed up a wee bit. I want to go and join in these celebrations. I want us to finish quickly, to get back to Paradise and play my part with the celebration, a party at Paradise. And I'm sure everybody will head back towards Celtic Park and join in the celebrations there. I'm sure there's other places the fans will want to go. And we know it'll be good natured. We know we have a support that have been the whole of the world and joined in support of the teams. As we mentioned there about the Celtic song, and they'll always be there. The Tommy Burns mentioned that they're here and they'll always be here. And you know, that's what support do. Well, whether it's through thick and thin, we will still come and watch our team play.
And Tommy's famous quote, of course, of the Celtic fans being here, always here, and God bless every single one of them, was made here in this stadium, of course, 1988, the centenary season, that wonderful season in Celtic's history when Tommy played his part. God bless him, God rest him. And the Celtic fans, there's nothing quite like Hampden in the sun, is there?
You want me to start singing a song there, Paul?
No.
It's no. You've heard me in 1998, didn't you? I suppose he's got a wee bit of time to rest and have a wee summer off, hopefully. I don't know. So yeah, listen, Hampden in the sun, we love it. We've got songs about it. And I think I can see a wee drone up there joining in the celebrations. We'll come over this way a little bit and look down from a high and looking down on the fans as we enjoy this iconic moment.
Well, You'll Never Walk Alone
song, yeah.
Echoes round Hampden with scarves aloft, the Celtic fans in fine voice. What a way to celebrate a Scottish Cup win and a treble.
On the stand, sir, it's on your way. Never.
The Celtic players just getting their picture taken in front of the Celtic fans. The Celtic fans, as you might have heard, there's only one question on their lips.
I wondered what the question was there, Paul. I've not heard that one today.
Always a wonderful sight, always so moving. You'll Never Walk Alone. And the Celtic fans are enjoying this celebration. I can tell you the Celtic players are actually just standing watching the fans and applauding the fans. It is a wonderful sight, a wonderful sound. It is part of who we are, and Celtic continue to make history, continue to break records, and continue to bring us joy at Paradise, at Hampden. Absolutely wonderful. The Celtic fans in fine voice.
You will never tire of hearing that, Paul, isn't it? It brings hairs in the back of the neck every time we hear it, every time we say that, because it is such a wonderful game. And it means that those players on that football park, the football field, will be rewarded for their efforts by the championships, by the Scottish Cup, but also by the adulation of these fans coming and support them everywhere they go.
Well,
a marriage made in heaven.
The Celtic players making their way around towards the main stand, and the Celtic fans celebrating. And I have to tell you, throughout the afternoon, from the moment we've got up here until now, there's been a steady procession of people not quite realising they're disrupting the broadcast, because they want to get their picture taken with the man who captained the team that stopped the 10, the man who was captain of the team that won the treble in 2001. Tom, I have to obviously tell people that this is your fond farewell from Celtic TV commentary duties.
Yes, I've decided to hang up my boots on that front, and what a way to finish with history-making treble season. And it's been a joy all the way through. And I thank everybody from Celtic TV for giving me that opportunity. And I look forward to doing hopefully more of my ambassadorial duties, which obviously were curtailed by helping Celtic TV. But I'm sure whoever will hand the baton to will be as impartial and unbiased as myself, Paul, but always be a bastion of truth and honesty. So, Peter Grant, good luck.
Well, here is just for everybody watching, here's just a wee tribute video to Tom, which you can watch now and enjoy.
It was amazing for us, and people forget how good he was as a player, not just as a right back, a left back, centre back, and he'd done them all comfortably. He was one of these guys that every single day in his life he gave his maximum. After every single game, God rest his father, Tom as well, that he went out running with him, so Tom would keep fit and get fitter and stronger.
Celtic have won the Coca-Cola Cup final, their first League Cup win for 15 years. How sweet it is for Tom Boyd.
I played in a successful team and Boyd was the captain of that. It's a very flippant thing where you can turn around and say I can't remember having a bad game. I can't. It was always consistent with him.
The long wait is over. Celtic have won the championship and Tom Boyd can look forward to lifting the league championship trophy.
The longevity of it and being here, it's iconic and it's all credit to him.
Heads it through. Oh, go on. Chance for Hudson Edward. Can he make it 2-1? Yeah! Hudson Edward with the goal! Surprised they found that kind of space for the defending the Hearts have had today. But what a finish when he put himself through. Get in there!
The first impressions I found was he was a leader, he was a good man, and he was somebody that you could count on. I remember him being a well-respected man, a well-respected captain as well. Martin O'Neill thought the world of him, really trusted him as his captain.
You can see him with the charity works that he does with the foundation, whatever. He's fantastic, no complaints, and I'm sure, I don't see it, but I'm sure he'll be one of the first to put his hand up and make sure that, yes, I'll do it, because that's what he done, as I say, when he was in the dressing room.
Well, the Celtic manager and the Celtic players heading off there, so it was just a wee tribute to Tom. And as I say, I think we've been lucky enough that we've been able to watch a lot of the games with you. But I think it's days like this which just kind of a wee reminder of your place in this club's history. Of like, they're just a steady stream of people because they want their picture taken with a Celtic legend, and it's been a joy. It's been one of life's great privileges, and I'm sure occasionally we might drag you back just to give the referees a wee bit of a hard time.
Listen, I'm sure I've been acceptable. I get quite emotional once not getting it in. It's I was playing and I was absolutely melted with that. And listen, this club means everything to myself. I love it. I love it as a player. I love it as a supporter, and now I love it as an ambassador. I'm coming in here. What an absolute privilege that is, a job to be an ambassador of Celtic. One of the easiest jobs involved, especially just now. You look at what we're doing and setting world records all over the place. So we don't want this to stop. And taking a phrase from man, we never want to stop. We never want to see this. Never want to take it for granted. And it's about being very humbled, but also enjoy these moments, as you say. It's just to see those smiles on the faces of the Celtic support, and I'm just absolutely delighted to that. And I thank, again, I repeat, and I thank everyone at Celtic TV, everyone who's there, from Jerry to yourself, Paul, and to all the backroom staff who have helped me along the way. Thank you very much. And to so many people who will be fed up with my dulcet tones, you can actually switch on the TV now, or switch on the sound. So thank you very much, and hail Hill. Listen, it's not the end you'll see me. You'll be seeing me plenty more throughout the coming seasons.
Well, the Celtic players head up the tunnel, the Celtic fans head into town to continue their celebrations. Wherever you are in the world, I'm sure the party's in full swing, celebrating a Scottish Cup win, celebrating a treble win, celebrating history being made. Thanks, as always, for your support of Celtic TV, not only today but throughout the campaign. Enjoy the celebrations, enjoy the pre-season, and we will go again very soon. But from Hampden in the sun, hail, hail.